So we are having let's count the private resitting centers. 962. We know that the private resitting centers are 962 rows, as we have seen from this function length df, but we can discover that we have some unmatched private centers like this one, Korogwe, Open, Mungwana. All these don't have a corresponding matching index, last 4 digits, like here Zania 0101001. So we are going to count how many of them, and also we won't get their regions because the web page for this private resitting centers don't have a table for a region. The region is not published in their web page. So let's move forward. So to view the unmatched private centers, we can write and print them. As you can see, we're having 110 rows, which tells us that these are unmatched private centers. So we won't get, if any school in Dar es Salaam in Dar es Salaam region is found in this list, then it will not be found in the data frame we are going to fetch for regions, because the web page of these schools do not have a table for examination center region. So these 110 private resitting centers will not be we will not find their regions, but the rest we will find the region. So let's remove, and the remaining is only private resitting centers with corresponding school centers. So the length for is 110, but don't worry for the schools with the same index. For example, here you can see Mkono wa Mara and Mkono wa Mara. This is a school center and this is a private center, but as you can see, the word is different. This is joined. The word Mkono wa Mkono, the second word wa, the third word Mara is concatenated in this school center, but they have the same index. But if you go to the website, you will see that this is school center, a private school center, and also if you come to this Mkono wa Mara, it's a school center, but it has a region which is Morogoro. So it is Morogoro right here. So don't worry for if the first word does not match, but here we focus on the index. If the 4 last letters or digits of the index match, then we can use the corresponding corresponding school center to find the region for the private center. So even if names do not match, having the same last 4 digits in the registration number is often enough to confirm that the centers belong to the same location in the same region. So you can see here topmost is connected, topmost is separated, but they have the same index. This is enough to confirm. We can use this school center to find the region for the private center. So we are having we are having 24 private resitting center whose first word does not match the first word of the school center, and this one. These are there are 24. If you count the filtered, you will get this value. So we want to delete all the unmatched privates, this 110. So we can remain with the matched private and school centers. So to do that, you write, so this will filter the data frame to include only rows where a school match exists. So here we go. After that, let's see the results. Do we have DF now? Yes, the data frame is now having 852. Remember, we had 862 minus 110. Those unmatched privates. So we remain with we had 962. So we remain with 862. So you can improve more by using the length function. If you can count to see how many we have remained with. So the matched privates are 852. So we want to dive into every web page of this private to fetch the region and also write the corresponding number and the region. So we are going to use this school registration number column to find the regions. So we start by seeing them. So these are the links that we are going to use to fetch they are 852 according to the private resitting centers. So let's create an empty list to store the generated file names for each school. So it will be this way. File name, this is an empty list. But also loop through each registration number, each school registration number, in the data frame. School reg number in data frame of school reg number. Reg number. Take the first 5 characters of the reg number and append HTML and append the HTML to make it a valid file name for the next assignment. This way, let's have an object here that we will school name region. Region, we take the first 5 characters 0 to index 0 for to 5 and to make it a valid file name, and also allow to make case insensitive, to make it so as to be valid in the URL for the next site. So this one plus this htm to make it a valid URL. So after that append or add the file name to the list by using the file name.append f object. Then print the file name for the verification or debugging. See, if we render the right side this way, see, so this is the file name object that we will be using to fetch the region. So the first 8 items could be this way. Could also try to see the file name, just an exploratory. So let's create a base URL that we will be using to add into this file name, to enter into the web page. So this is a URL, base URL. Now if you write this code, it will help you for just Azania after having a base URL. So if you go to this page for Azania, you see that it has directed you into the web page for Azania, and you can see you can now fetch the examination center and region. So you want to loop through each link in the file name here, this one. Remember the above file name, this one, 152 schools. These links, if we loop through each value, we will have the ability to enter into every web page and fetch the region, examination center region. So to do that, we use the for loop, so that we fetch every we will go into the every page of this file name. So let's send a request, HTTP get request to the URL and get the HTML content as plain text. So we use this query, request get file text. So this will help us to send a HTTP get request to the URL and get the HTML content as plain text. Okay. Also pass the HTML content using beautiful soap. So it will be called soap ht. We will pass beautiful soap. So we use ht, then the HTML parser. Okay, there is an error. This way. So this will help us to pass the HTML content using the beautiful soap with the HTML parser. Then find and extract all table element from the parsed HTML by using tables soap ht dot find all table. So this way, so then you can find how many tables do we have. You can find by using tables, length of tables. Let's see, we having 9 tables. So let's try to preview the tables. If we write tables, yes, so we are having 9 tables. I think the first table will start and end. So these are the tables I'm trying to finding the table. The first table, this is the second table. The third table will end right here. The fourth table, so the examination center overall, this is for overall. For center, let's try to see. For center, in order to go direct to see the table, let's try to write region. You see region, there are 3: center region, this one, examination center region. So to know this is, let's go to the real web page to see. Let's go to the real web page to see which number is this table. So by observation, this is the first table, second, the third, I think this is the 5th table, and the 5th table we will write. Let's try to see the 5th tables number 5. Index 4 is for table number 5. You see there is an examination center. This is examination center. There is an examination center region here, and in the web page, this is in the first or in the second table row. It is in the second table row. The first table row, this is it is in the second table row. This is the first table row, this one the second table row. So let's try to face the examination center region only Azania, and then we will look through each school. So the base URL for Azania is this one. This is the base URL. This is the base URL for Azania. The next thing, its registration number is S0101, and also the school name let's call it Azania Secondary School. Tanzania Secondary School. So the full URL will be base URL plus reg number plus the HTML .htm, this plus concatenated HTML, and then there is an error. So this one should be this way. Yes. So send a response to request, okay, by using requests dot get, send a request to the full URL to see. Yes, successful. And then parse, fetch the content by using beautiful soap, use the response we defined above dot text HTML parser. See. Yes. So to extract the region from the fifth table, we know that tables is the list for all tables. The list for all tables, we use the soup dot find all. Then we write table, find all table. After finding all table, store into the region tables, the fifth tables, then it's first, then after the fifth table find all table data in the first, the second table data, and fetch its text, which will be the region. Also strip to remove the white space, to remove the spaces. Also strip function will help us to remove the extra spaces before and after the function. Okay, there is an error. Okay, how to solve this error? Yes, successful. So try to display the results and the registration number, the school name, and the region number to see if we are successful. Yes, we are successful because the region, the Tanzania Secondary School, is found in the Salaam region. So we are going to loop through each school to get each school's region, and then we will filter for Dar es Salaam only.